Good morning, YouTube. Today I want to show you how to park the Ferrari 458 Italia.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
I know you're thinking, how can it be that hard to park a Ferrari? But it's not obvious. I mean, it's not hard. So that's the thing. It's not hard, but it's not obvious. So I thought I'd show you. And then while I'm in there, I'm also going to show you a few other weird things about this car. Ferrari-isms, I guess. So first of all, yes, the 458 still does have an actual key. It does actually have a lock, unlock, and then a trunk button. So at least they finally added a trunk button for the 458. The 430 did not even have that. It just had one button to lock. You push it again and unlocks. At least this one we get a little bit of modern convenience, but still pretty pathetic. Alright, so the key's in ignition. I'll turn it forward and it's going to obviously beep at me and do all that stuff. But as you can see, it starts off in park mode. Sorry, I got all these beeps and stuff. Okay, there. The beeps are done. So yes, it starts off, it's in park. And so when we start it, we're going to put our foot on the brake and push the engine start stop button. And you can see it still remains in park. Also, you can notice we have the parking brake is on. So to change it from park to reverse, you would actually push the R button down here while your foot is on the brake. If you wanted to go forward, you would pull the right paddle. So you see if I pull the right paddle, it's going to go into drive or one. At this moment, it's in auto mode. So the 458 does default to auto, which means it's going to behave just like any other automatic transmission. To disable that, you would push the auto button. So if I push that button, you'll see auto goes away. Going into reverse is as easy as just pushing that button. So I'll push the R and you can see now it's going to go reverse. We get the backup camera, we get the sensors. I'm going to turn off the parking sensors. That's that button right here. There, you can see I turned off the parking sensors and now it's off in the front. It keeps the reverse ones on because obviously we're in reverse. So once I put into drive or forward, you can see it's going to stop beeping at me. I'm going to actually put it in reverse, move a little bit. The parking brake is still on. So as soon as I touch the gas, ready? All right, tap the gas and look at it automatically disengages the parking brake. Same thing if I go forward from park. So as soon as you start going, it automatically disengages the park. So let's assume I just drove it around and now I wanted to park it. As you can see, we have PS, that stands for power start, or that's basically your launch control. You got reverse, you got auto, and there's that's the glove box button, and that's for the axle lifter. So there's no park button anywhere. So I've actually had someone else drove my car, they stopped it and they didn't know what to do. To put it in park once you're done driving, this is really strange, but all you do is turn the key off. See? And it automatically goes into park, and then it automatically sets the parking brake. So it's kind of strange. You don't actually do anything. So there is a button right down here that you can actually manually turn on and off the parking brakes. Also, you can turn it to automatic if you don't want it to automatically turn on the parking brake and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you that real quick. So let's, again, put in the key, turn it on. So the car's in park, the parking brake is set. I'm going to reach down here and pull that switch and watch. It's going to turn off the parking brake. So it does take a moment. There you go. So let's say I was driving around and now I wanted to go inside, but I didn't want to shut off the engine. We're going to hit this button down here. So we'll hit it and watch. It's going to turn back on the parking brake. Now, again, just like before, if I go and drive it, put it in reverse and tap the gas, you can see it automatically disables the parking brake. I'm going to put it in neutral. To do that, you have to pull both the left and right paddles at the same time. So I'm going to tap both left and right at the same time. Now we're in neutral. So there's one other strange thing that this car does, which is called car wash mode. So I'm not exactly sure what its intended purpose is. I think it's for when you go to one of those automated car washes and it just kind of pulls the car along. All right, so if we have it in neutral and then I turn it off, there we go. Car wash mode activation. It's kind of strange, and when it does that, at first it won't let you release the key, but if you notice now it went back into park. So I think what happens is you need to turn it off, have it go into car wash mode, and then turn the key back forward. All right, so we're back in neutral. We'll turn it off. Car wash mode activation. Let's see if I turn it forward. There it is. Ah, so now it's in neutral. So the car has the key, so to keep it in car wash mode activation, you actually have to turn it off, then turn the key back forward, and basically then it keeps the car in neutral, so that theoretically you could actually roll. And it looks like the parking brake is actually on. Let's see if I push the brake and hit the parking brake switch. Oh, there we go. I can actually pull the parking brake off. So I actually learned something new. There you go. So now I'm taking the key out. There we go. It won't release the key until it actually puts into park. It's kind of strange. So there you have it. Parking the Ferrari 458 Italia is pretty simple. You just turn off the key. Simple as that. You can obviously turn on and off the parking brake using that switch whenever you want to, and you got the weird car wash mode activation, which is kind of silly, and I don't think most people are ever really need that. And I guess unless you maybe needed to push the car around and you didn't want the car on, which I guess I could see that. So that's one way to have the car go into neutral without actually having the key totally activated and having the engine running and stuff. So, but then again, I think you can still put it in the neutral just by turning the key forward. So what's the point of that? I don't know. Alright guys, hope you learned a little bit of something, and I actually learned a little bit myself, so there you go. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget, give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate it when you guys do that, so thank you very much. We're going to be doing a lot of car stuff. You guys are going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.